Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your weekly pick a card reading. Now I have a couple of questions. Sorry about this lighting. That's better, I think. Okay, so I have a few things I'd like to ask or announce. The first is that I did ask last week if I've been wondering if I should make the weekly readings fortnightly. I know I said bi-weekly. I ain't doing readings twice a week. Let me be clear about that. But I would like to know if you would prefer the readings. Does it work weekly or would you prefer them fortnightly? I know that my readings, when I listen to them, they're quite intense and they are really meant for deep engagement, and so I don't know if a week is enough for that engagement, but really I'd love to know from you. Then I also asked if you would prefer a love and career separation. I've had feedback from one person who said no, they prefer the way it's done, because if I see love, I will say love, but I'll also interpret it in a broader way as well. So you let me know, please. I'd love to hear from you about that. And then the monthly readings, I will either start them mid-month or at the end of the month. And I'm going to do them my way. I'm not going to do sun signs. But it will be nice, I think. And but I'll explain when we get there. And then I used to do a 2-card draw here, and it was just way too much work for very little interaction, should I say. It felt like it was just way too much work. However, I'm going to start doing it on IGTV because it's quick and easy, and I think it works for that medium. So if you want to join me there on Instagram, I'm going to start my weekly 2-card draw there, and I think I'll start in the next couple of days. And then I will be uploading my next Chakra Reiki healing. Please listen to them and please give me feedback. I've had some really nice feedback from a couple of people, and I've also found the base chakra, I've loved it. But then I'm biased because it's mine. But please let me know. I do really sit with them and I send lots of positive energy. And my thinking behind them is that you also draw on your energy and make it even more powerful. So let me know. I will do the sacral chakra next, in the next couple of days. I did, by the way, record one, and well, now I think that I'm finally sorting out my tech problems. I've got a new service provider for internet, and I've just got a new laptop. So things are looking up. For those who don't follow me on Facebook, I'm using 4 different decks. And let me just show you the cards, and then you can also make your choices. I'm using John Holland's Psychic Tarot. And you got the sacral chakra. I drew these randomly, which is interesting because my next Reiki will be around this. Group 2 is from the Radiant Weight. Is that right? Let me just check my pictures. Yeah, from the Radiant Weight. And you got the Moon card. So maybe the water signs will be drawn to this. But anyway, you got the Moon card. Group 3 is from the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, and you got the Queen of Coins. That's my card. And then from the Alchemical Tarot Group 4, you got the 5 of Cups. It was in reverse, but I think that it would be saying a similar thing either way. Okay, beloveds, you'll see the cards now, and you can make your choices now. Hi, Group 1. Please just accept my apologies. I just want to say that fortunately I nipped this in the bud. I kept calling you Group 3, but in fact you are Group 1. And I called you Group 1 at the beginning, but then I got confused. But you are Group 1, and I meant to say Group 1. Okay. Welcome back, Group 1. You chose the Sacral Chakra. I am going to be uploading a video on the Sacral Chakra healing this week. Look out for that. So the Sacral Chakra tells me that you are dealing with issues of sexuality, of creativity, of maybe a little bit of self, because our sexuality and how sensual we feel affects how we feel about ourselves. I mean, that's so obvious what I'm saying, but I think you get what I'm saying. Maybe you are needing to work on your Sacral Chakra this week. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Wow. Oh, and look at that. Okay, so that's beautiful. So it's possible that you're feeling very beautiful this week, feeling very sensual. And that's lovely. I mean, I see, well, this card says, okay, let me see what I see signs here. I just see Virgo. Aquarius, those are the ones. Let's see what's going on for you. But one thing that's beautiful here is there's a beautiful completion of something. There's wish fulfillment, but there's also going within. Okay, let's see. So you have the Star card in reverse. So being trapped in fear and a love either not being offered or love ending. So some wish you had hoped for maybe hasn't come true as you'd wanted it to. It's leaving you feeling trapped in your head, really, more than anything else. And your cup is now spilling out. So maybe the Sacral Chakra is about how it's reminding you about how you need to value yourself. I need to get my incense. I had a stick here. Oh, man. I have to laugh. I was looking for my incense, and I find that and my patch was inside. My doggy was in here, and I heard her chewing something. She chewed my incense. So this is half of the stick that was left behind. They're so funny, these things. Okay, so something's making you feel unloved, maybe. And gosh, there's so many similarities. So the Judgment card has come up again. So you need to confront something. There's some truth, some evaluation, some assessment that you need to do to confront a truth, beloveds, about whatever the situation is. I'm not seeing whether it's love or, there's not a predominance of one thing over another. Well, there are a lot of cups. Maybe it is love, but let's see. You have the Eight of Cups is about withdrawing from something that doesn't serve you. And with the emotional loss, it's looking at, the Five of Cups can be looking at the glass half full rather than the glass half empty rather than full. Or looking at the spilt milk and not at what is standing, what's left behind. You're looking at what hasn't worked instead of what has worked. You're looking at what is negative instead of what is positive. I think that you're feeling quite a bit of pain here. It's like an odd reading because there's this feeling of pain, there's this lack of hope, there's something withdrawal of love, or a withdrawal of emotions from a situation, and yet there's fulfillment. It could be that in one area of your life you're feeling this, but in another there's this wish fulfillment. And in this row you get these powerful cards, 2 major arcana, and also you get 3 major arcana there. So there's something big going on for you. It's significant, right? So I need to read this. So here you get this completion of something. I don't know what cycle you've completed. It might be work, it might be love, taking a relationship to another level. It might be something that you've worked on within yourself that you can now pat yourself on the back for, and you have gone through the cycle and you can see a huge something that has completed. Now you can say that I can tie this up in a neat, pretty bow, and now I've got the wish that I'd hoped for. So that's beautiful, and that 9 is also linked to this solitude card, this card of going within. So maybe there's a wish fulfillment that has come about through your going within and being willing to look at whatever the truths are, what truths you need to seek, or you've been needing to seek. It's very interesting. So something might have been revealed to you, and that's led to a rounding off of something, a completion of something. Let's read it this way. These powerful major arcana, you are feeling like a wish didn't come true, or a lack of hope, but there's some need to assess a situation, because whatever happened has led to a conclusion that is right for you, a tying up of something, a cycle in your life, completing something. This reading it's very interesting. However, you have been feeling trapped in fear, and this 8-8, trapped in your head, and being trapped in your head has led you to withdraw emotionally from something. But maybe that emotional withdrawal has led to wish fulfillment. Maybe you needed to withdraw from something in order to be appreciated, or something like that. Here we have the love begins in the reverse. It's like the ending of something. I'm very curious about this reading because there's so many mixed messages. But let me just read it as it comes, right? The ending of something which you might not be happy about, but it's leading you to finding some inner wisdom for yourself. I'm baffled, to be honest. I mean, I believe in what the reading is saying, right? But I'm curious as to there are 2 very different messages. There's this message of feeling bereft of a lack of hope, of truths needing to be truths that came forward that might have hurt, led to you to withdraw. But then there's this completion of a cycle, there's wish fulfillment, and then there's this going within. But let's see. Wow. Okay. So you get, with the hope card, you get this card of impatience. And I think that you had hoped for something and maybe now you've let it go because you were tired of waiting, right? And it had something to do with stability or a lack of stability. And that's why you were trapped in fear. Maybe whatever this was, it was right for then, and now it's meant to be where it is. Whether it's love or work, you might have put a lot of effort into this thing that you'd hoped for that didn't happen. But maybe it wasn't stable, and maybe it wasn't right for you at the time, or isn't right for you right now. And so all these cards are echoing the cards beneath them. Like this one is talking about a lack of victory. Like maybe you'd hoped for victory and now victory is not what it looked like. It could even be like in a job. A job was everything you'd wished for and then it turns out not to be. Or it ends. And you loved it, And then with the truth, the judgment card, you get it with the magician. Such a powerful card of being able to start something new in a way. Like it's truth. I think that you are needing to do this, looking at what is true and real for you. What puts you in your power, your divine power, where you feel able to create, able to move forward, able to do, and what doesn't. And that's what your assessment, your truth looking at is about. What keeps me in my power and what depletes me of that. And look at this. Wow, this is so interesting. You are torn between withdrawing and not withdrawing. You are torn. You get the Eight of Cups again. Should I, shouldn't I? You don't want to leave this. It's curious. And here you get the card of the Three of Swords, and it feels to me, well, it is the card of pain. But it's pain. Firstly, we have to confront the pain, if there's pain. But we also don't have to wallow in it. And the only reason I say that is because you get it with the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is about looking at the spilt, what hasn't worked, It's looking at the negative instead of the positive. And here you get the completion card with Judgment in reverse. So, beloveds, you might be really struggling with this completion, like with tying something up that needed to be tied up, or needs to be tied up, or completed, right? And it's linked to the Judgment, to seeking truth within. And here with this wish fulfillment card, the thing about the Nine of Cups is it can speak about emotionally alone, being alone. The Hermit card also speaks about aloneness. So there might be something that you're experiencing that is making you feel alone. And yet it's also your wish fulfillment. Maybe a cycle has come to an end. It's a really important cycle, something that you'd had a lot of hope for, but it's come to its end. And you are, that's also understandable. We go back and forward while we come to our conclusion, And now with this wish fulfillment, it's like the wish fulfillment is a double-edged sword. And maybe you are questioning, isn't it? Should I leave? Should I not leave? And then with the Hermit here, you get the Nine of Coins, and it's in reverse. And the Nine of Coins is about slow movement. And it might be that you want to rush. So maybe you are being cautioned to just do it slowly, Let me just look at these cards together. So the Seven of Coins, something you've worked hard on that maybe you've stopped working on. It was promising stability, but there's no victory in it. It's it's maybe over. Something might have ended, right? With the Magician, standing in your power, walking away, like you are reluctant to walk away from something, even though it's been very hurtful, or maybe because walking away is causing you a lot of pain. But with the Magician there, just remember your power. Remember your power, that you have the power to create something different. You know, like if it's work that you've walked away from, or job you've lost, or whatever, you can make something else out of whatever your situation is. Maybe you are needing to look at your strengths and weaknesses. Maybe you're needing to write a CV, to do a CV, you know, and that requires an assessment of what you've achieved. And that gives you, and then you enact. Your power is in sending out your CV and in believing in yourself. And then here you get the Judgment card with the High Priestess, and all of these are in reverse. There's something I feel like you are not wanting to look at. Something the High Priestess wants to show you, but you are rather wanting to hastily move forward instead of looking at what is and the lessons that you have here right now in the situation. Okay, beloveds, there's something you need to look at. It could be your reluctance to move away, walk away from something. It could be at why your wish fulfillment doesn't feel like wish fulfillment. It could be at why you don't want to complete a cycle that you know is ready for completion. Something like that. And also, you might not be seeing the beauty, the learning, the lessons, the growth, who you have become through the situation. Instead, you're looking at the negative. And maybe that's just part of the process of healing. So advice. Wow. Beneath you get the new beginnings. So you are needing to wrap up the cycle in order to start afresh. You get the spiritual strength, the Nine of Wands, being able to carry so much. I think that your advice is it's exactly what I said. You are not looking at your worth, you're not looking at your value, which when you do a CV, you need to do that. So whatever the situation is, I think what would be a lovely exercise is to see it as you writing your CV, whether it's love, whether it's something else. See the stock take, this truth that you need to look at as writing your CV. My strengths, my weaknesses, my passions, what I'm good at, whatever. And doing it in the most loving way possible. And I think that's going to help you do this, bring about this completion. You know, when I think about completion as opposed to ending, the completion for me feels like you have completed a cycle and it's come to its conclusion, and as opposed to ending something that's not ready to be ended. Do you know, even if the ending doesn't just seal itself up and you move on, it's okay, you know. But you know that the conclusion has happened. So in other words, if it's a lovership that you are needing to let go of, or have kind of, but you're still kind of holding on, that's okay. Let the process take its course, but you need to trust that you have been doing all this work. And I think part of your assessment is in looking at those 9 wands and all that you've created within and without, and honoring it as part of the process. That's reminding you to go within. And this Tower, allow what needs to fall, really. Wow, there's a heavy energy, but it's right. It's where it's supposed to be. Okay, beloveds, let me get one more. I want to get one more for these 2 cards. maybe whatever's happening is leading you, and maybe you can't see it, to true spiritual union. That's so lovely. Maybe whatever's happening with you is leading to true inner wisdom, and the spiritual union might be the divine masculine and feminine within, like you're starting to embrace that, and that's beautiful. It could also be leading you, maybe you've ended something and you might not see this, and that's why the High Priestess is there, but leading you to your divine partner, if that's what you are wanting, or your perfect work situation, partnership. Okay, so I hope this helps you. If it has, please give me a like. Please share your comments in the comments below. Let me know how this has worked out for you. Give me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please tell others about me. I would love to grow my channel, and you are my conduit for that, and I thank you. Also, please listen to my announcements in the beginning and let me know what you think. I have some questions there, and look out for my sacral chakra. In fact, I recorded this a couple of times, and this time I will get it right. Internet sorted, laptop sorted, so got no excuses. So look out for this, because I think this is something that needs your work. And let me just say one more thing. It needs your work because you are going through such a huge transformation. I think some tying up of something, and maybe you need to be honoring this divine creative energy within, that you are being creator. You're creating something new for yourself, even if it's painful. Okay, beloveds, I will chat with you again soon. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye. Welcome back, group 2. Sorry, this is the pile and your reading as it came out. I'm really sorry. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. You had chosen the radiant weight, and you got the moon at the bottom of the deck, which indicates to me something very unclear. And I'd forgotten about that, but as I was reading this, that's really what came to mind. But the way it came to me was something that looks clear, looks stable, might not be, and something that's a mystery. Something to do with all is not as it seems. That is the message that I'm getting in this reading that stood out for me. I saw love here, but it could well be work. I'm going to try to read it both ways. So you get the King of Coins in reverse, the Six of Pentacles upright, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Oh, by the way, sorry. Your card beneath the deck was the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands talks about, for me, what it's saying here is petty squabbles. It's like unnecessary fighting. I'm not sure what it's about, whether it's work or not. So something that looked stable it's not feeling stable right now with the King of Coins. It could be you are a King of Coins feeling toppled off your throne, or you could be relating to a King of Coins that you are feeling there's a lack of communication with, and maybe a lack of balance with, or that maybe you want balance, but there's a lack of communication. But you could well be this energy of King of Coins feeling unstable. If this is work, it looks to me like in a work situation, there's something that you feel is unfair. It requires communication. What I saw here was this torn. Firstly, feeling very defensive. It's almost like torn between two things. A High Priestess. This is mystery, something mysterious, beguiling maybe, and mysterious, maybe dishonest in the reverse, but something that's mysterious, as opposed to the Empress, Earth Mother, someone earthly and generous and loving. So you're torn between these two energies. It could be you are asking yourself a question about, is this thing that I want, this situation, this, or is it this? Like you are, but you're feeling very defensive. It could be one person, but you are, it's mysterious. It's a huge mystery to you. you don't know what the real situation is. In a work situation, it could be that you are competing with another and over a job. And that is kind of echoed in the Three of Cups here, because it feels like you might have felt cheated in some way, whether it's love or a job. Here you get the signs that I was seeing here is Taurus, Virgo, and Pisces or Cancer. All those kind of energies, water, lots of emotional energy, and practicality, earth energy, so work, practical stuff, or people. This card, the Hermit, generally talks about going in to seek inner wisdom, but here I'm seeing it as a very lonely card. It's like you are withdrawing from whatever this is, and you're withdrawing because you are not feeling satisfied. You're feeling like this is what you wanted, but you got the opposite of that. Instead, you got this, which this is the card of a threesome, or like a third party situation. And when I speak about third party, it's not judgment, it's just talking about a relationship that's monogamous where somebody stepped out, or one that you hoped was monogamous but isn't, or where you might be feeling like you are competing over for the attentions of someone, or some people maybe. If it's work, it feels to me like you feel cheated out of a job that you feel was right for you, was meant for you. So you have the King of Coins in reverse, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you are feeling highly disappointed either with this King of Coins or with a situation that you really thought was happiness. You feel like someone has lied to you. But there's something here about all is not as it seems. That's the general message I'm getting. There's this wish for or idea of what fairness is. But there's also a begging quality to this. Why would you need to beg for fairness, when you can talk about it? Talk about what is right and what is wrong, what you feel is right and what is wrong. But there's something about this hankering after something fair that's making you feel defensive and causing you to withdraw. In this line, we have this lack of communication with the beautiful Empress. I mean, this is such a lovely card of all kinds of abundance. But the Empress does come over the Three of Cups. So you could well be the Empress. You could be a Taurus, or you could be holding this energy, this earth energy, earth mother type energy, and you feel cheated. You feel like there's no cause for celebration. But let me get clarifiers and see what's going on here. I'm going to get a clarifier for each of the cards. You get Judgment in reverse. And 2 wants to come out with this one. Okay. So with the King of Coins, you get Judgment. You get Judgment, right? So I feel like are you wanting a rebirth with someone like a King of Coins, or a rebirth in a job situation? It's almost like really nothing seems clear. So maybe you are judging some situation too harshly. With the Six of Coins, you get the Empress in reverse, and maybe the Empress is being judged too harshly. If you are not the Empress, maybe, well, it could be you being too hard on yourself, or it could be this could be one energy that you are unsure of, like you're not sure, is this the Empress or is it the High Priestess in reverse? And for the way I'm seeing it, you are seeing that as a negative energy, someone that's lying and cheating. And this is the Earth Mother energy, honest, open, abundant, beautiful. But you are really unsure about this energy. And it could well be you feeling out of kilter, feeling not valuing yourself enough because of whatever's gone down here. I'm going to get advice cards as well, right? We'll just read it. So I see a couple here, both in reverse. So there's a lack of communication with the Queen of Swords, and it's possible that the Queen of Swords is like cutting out the stuff now. It's like almost saying, okay, I'm walking away. I see the King of Swords also walking away, or doing this, like I'm not going to engage. There's almost a feeling of so much unnecessary strife here, group 2. Like last week there was this partnership and it showed up as the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins. Now that's earth energy, not the people, but the partnership is represented there. Now air is represented. So it's like, if it's a lovership, 2 people who are in this week stuck in their heads. And so not communication. You're not communicating. I'm cutting you off. Fuck you. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords is saying, fuck you. See, the Queen of Coins combined with the Queen of Swords makes the Queen of Cords, right? Okay, this is hilarious. Anyway, so, and then with the High Priestess, you get the King of Swords. It's like, I have had enough. So two people have had enough and are walking away. That's what it looks like. I'm not playing this game anymore. With the High Priestess and the King of Swords, it's like, oh God have mercy. With the High Priestess and the King of Swords, it's, well, that was in the reverse, right? Also, this not communication, I'm going to hide. This is what I'm getting from this. I will hide. I'm not going to talk. I will keep myself to myself. It's so weird because the energies here are so interchangeable, is what I'm feeling. Like the High Priestess could relate to you. You keeping secrets, you hiding as well, It's very interesting. With the 7 of Wands, you get the 2 of Coins. So definitely there's a struggling for balance. It's like feeling really two-minded, can't find balance. Which way do I go? Do I believe this? Do I believe that? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And it could even be this job, if this is work, where you felt you were not chosen. Now you are not sure if you must walk away. And then with the Empress, you get all these 3s. I like this pairing, by the way. It's almost like being willing to, opening yourself to other possibilities or all possibilities, or the possibilities that are right for you. It feels to me like you've put a lot of work into this Empress. So why should you beg for the fairness? I think you need to either talk about it or walk away. Well, I feel maybe you need to talk about it because there's a lot of hidden stuff. You've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, not speaking, not opening up, not there's a lack of communication, and communication just might sort this whole thing out. Whichever way, right? You are at the brink of opening yourself up to what is right for you. So the way I see it, communication helps clarify. And sometimes the end result of communication might not be what you like, but it does free you, right? Or the communication might just clarify that, oh, okay, maybe I didn't get the job because I'm being prepared for, in this job situation, they are actually holding me for some position that's even better, more suited to me. So actually I'm dearly considered in this. In a relationship, it could be I mistook what my partner or potential partner or whatever, the person that I have a crush on or whatever, is their intentions. I misread something. Whatever. Talking clarifies that, or talking says, oh, I was right. Now I'm ready to move on to my ships. See what I'm getting at? So talk, beloveds. Open up the possibilities of communication. You are the Empress. See your beauty, and I don't care how you identify. You are that Empress, and you have worked hard for that. Right? And you could be both these qualities. So, with the Ten of Cups here and the Knight of Wands, it's possible that you rushed into something. It could also be that something you hoped was passionate has turned out not to be. However, what I'm seeing here is there's so much masculine energy. You've got the King of Coins, the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. There's that rushing in and out energy. Maybe something you might have jumped to conclusions about something that needs communication. You might have jumped to a conclusion about this Ten of Cups that you don't think is happening. So really, whatever it is, there's a need for communication. And it feels like you are withdrawing, and maybe you are withdrawing in order to become the King of Wands. King of Wands is passionate and is not afraid to put themselves out there. So maybe that's what you're needing. Put yourself out there in terms of communicating. I need better than what I'm getting here in the situation, whatever the situation is. And clarifying what this Three of Cups issue is all about. But the Three of Cups comes with the Tower in reverse, and your balance card comes up again there, the Six of Coins. So Six of Wands, I said Six of Wands, maybe there's victory to be had here anyway. Like the Towers come and it's in the reverse, suggesting that there's not, something doesn't have to be broken down. If it's a job, it's almost like it's not necessary for you to walk away. There's something that's hidden that you need to bring out into the open. Okay, loves, let me get advice. Okay, that wanted to jump out. Your advice I generally take in the upright. Ten of Coins. You get the Seven of Coins, and you get the Four of Cups. This is what you are wanting. This is you maybe feeling impatient. And this is you rejecting the hand of God. So, beloveds, I think that your work for the week ahead is to look at this. What is this? Something feels trivial here. Why it feels trivial? For you, it might be hurtful. You might be feeling a lot of hurt, right? But it's trivial because all it needs is communication. To uncover the mystery, whatever this mystery is, or is not as it seems. Really, I'm feeling like if it's a relationship, there's been miscommunication and you just need to clarify it. And if it's work, likewise. And also, like I say, communication just helps clarify so you can move on your way, either back towards or away from. I'm interested that you got the Tower there in the reverse, not to break down the structures, but like something is, you know what this could symbolize is that something felt like the tower, but it's not. It wasn't a breakdown, complete breakdown. So here you get, that's what you are aspiring to. I think your advice is clear. You need to communicate. Something that's been offered to you by God it's like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Whatever is happening, this is either a chance for you to have a new beginning with someone, with an organization, or with a new organization with yourself, or with a new person, or with yourself. But it's a new it will allow a new beginning, a fresh start somehow. I feel it's in the same situation, but it could be elsewhere. But it looks hopeful, and it requires patience. It's like you did all this work to set down. You've got 3 more coins to go before you have the 10 of coins. So why are you walking away now? Why are you maybe feeling bored or convincing yourself that this is not right? Spirit is offering you a cup of love, of beauty, of joy, and it's like you're saying, no, I'd rather look at those 3 cups. And those 3 cups are making me think of the 3 of cups here. I would rather look at all the hurt and all the pain and what went on before, and what I perceive to be the problem. And maybe you are perceiving the Empress to be the problem, which could be even you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, beloveds. You take from it what works for you. Please give me your feedback. I'm going to ask you, if you like the way I read and if this reading has helped you in any way, please give me your comments in the comment section. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Tell others about me. I really want to grow my channel, and I would love that. So, beloveds, I hope this has helped you in some way, and I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Bye. Welcome back, Group 3. You chose the True Heart Intuitive Tarot and the Queen of Coins. I guess I'm going, anyway. So the Queen of Coins is about, very much like Mother Earth. She's about abundance, nurturing, confident, secure in her ability to be on this earth, her ability to create abundance. Look how she's sitting with her big, huge pentacle. But she's got a pentacle and a staff. Like, there's something, maybe you're feeling quite secure in some aspect. Let's see. Oh God. Oh, Lord. All, like, I haven't really looked at the cards properly, but I just see Drama Queen. Sorry. I'm only saying that because I think this might be my reading, because of the Queen of Coins, but it might not be. I didn't think I was a Drama Queen, although I can be. But beneath the deck, you have the Prince of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. So, wow. Normally, I see this as the rushing in and out energy, but I'm not thinking that here. I'm thinking that something's going to come in fast. Let's see. So you have all this swords energy here at the top. So in your head, dear hearts, in your head, oh no, this is not, this is cups, so emotional. 5 of Cups. Feeling really bleak. Wow. I've just noticed there's, well, I've always seen the lots of eyes, but there's also lots of hands there in this, on her face. Like, look. Hope you can see that. So, no, sometimes this 5 of Cups makes me think you are concerned about other people's opinions. You have all those eyes watching you. It's like what they think is right. It's these cups that are spilt. But what is right is actually the 2 cups behind you. You're not seeing them because you're so concerned about other people's opinions. Wow, that's so interesting. And other people are having an impact on your head. I'm thinking head also because of this 6 of Swords in reverse. So some movement that is needs to take place that is not taking place. See, it's like you're stuck. You're stuck. You are stuck. You know, the 2 of Swords is about making choices. Should I, shouldn't I? Or just feeling blindfolded by your inability to access your heart. The arms are over the heart there, so you are staying stuck in your head about something. And it's leading to a lack of clarity. So where there can be sunshine, you are in the shadows. You have the 9 of Swords and the Hermit, so both 9 cards, right? So you, let me just see, I was going to, okay, I'll come back to that. So you are being stuck in your head, thinking instead of going within. The Hermit wants to take you within. So we've got Leo, Virgo. Yeah, those are the cards, the players, possible players. But it's that energy. You might be either or not. You have the King of Cups in reverse, you have the 10 of Coins in reverse, and you have the 4 of Wands in reverse. What did I say to you? Drama, drama, Queen. See, I'm not feeling a heavy energy here, right? Because you get this beautiful Knight of Wands, and it's the first time I've seen the Knight of Wands as so constructive, you know. They're riding on a phoenix. What's that other bird? But this is the phoenix. It's like what seemed dead is revived, and revived in a better form, you know. But I think for now you are feeling stuck. You are, it could be relating with the King of Cups, and maybe something's ended with the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces possibly, but it could just be that you are feeling like the King of Cups. You are feeling tied down by your emotions, like over emotional about something, and maybe quite upset, angry. So it's almost like something didn't work out the way you'd expected to. You didn't get the happy families, the stability in the situation that you'd hoped for, or you had maybe demanded or expected. So, you know, sometimes it is what it is, right? But it might also even just be your perceptions. So you get this 5 of Cups. I'm looking at this thing as looking at what is ended and not looking at what is standing. You're looking at the spilt milk and not seeing that there's 2 cups behind you. So you might be wallowing in self-pity, and I'm sorry if I'm trivializing this, but you might be staying stuck in emotional pity instead of knowing that the light will shine again. You will see clearly. This is temporary. The sun rises every day, you know, You want clarity. See with the eye there, but you're not having clarity, and that's okay. And it's maybe making you feel emotionally stuck. With the Six of Swords, you are stuck. That's the big theme here, is this feeling stuck. And you're stuck in your head about what stability looks like. Group 3, you're also seeming quite straightforward. You are unable to move forward because of being stuck in your head. You're not accessing your emotions, and yet you are being guided to do that. I think that the week ahead, this is your guidance. It's the Hermit. It's going within. So that you can work out what stability and joy and beauty looks like. It's possible that some relationship or workship didn't work out the way you planned, or is in flux. But I feel like there's this powerful new beginning happening for you. Maybe you will make it happen, or something will come in, a message or of some sort that puts a different spin on this, or leads you in a different direction. But you need to do this inner work. And if a workshop didn't work out, it's a chance for you to look at what's right for you. It's quite a lovely reading, actually. Let's get clarifiers. Wow. So let's see. So with the Five of Cups, you get the Judgment card. So you needing to do some inventory, some stock take, some looking at stuff, looking at truths. Where do you look at the heart cup, the spilt cups? Where do you calamitize, whereas there's standing cups? Where, maybe in a relationship or workshop, do you look at only the negative and not the positive? With the Six of Swords, this wanting to move but feeling stuck, you get the card of the ego, the Strength card. This is the card of Leo. Again, Leo. It could be you are relating to a Leo. But this card, let me just hold on one sec. Okay. So where was I? So there's that. So you are stuck in like ego games, maybe. So you're not transitioning because whatever's going on, whether it's love, workshop, whatever, you are playing games, whether intentionally or not, but you are. One, I think you're feeling a lack of power, also because you get the Magician there, like you're feeling powerless in the situation, but it's because you are stuck in, let's call it negative ego. You get the Ten of Cups here for the Two of Swords, which is being stuck, but it's something to do with how you are, this thing that you are. Maybe you are hankering after this true love or happy families, and you are feeling like it's not possible. So maybe that's what your stock take is about. What are the blocks to this? What is the self-talk with the Two of Swords that tells you this is a pipe dream? I think that's the beginning of clarifying things, no? You get the Two of Coins, feeling up and down. Maybe you are on an emotional roller coaster at the moment. Beloveds, it's it's linked to you not being willing to be still and go within. I think that you really are being invited to take your meditation this week quite seriously. Now, I personally don't feel like the spiritual path has to be serious, but in this case, I feel like you are being called. Come, sit still, let go, and I think this was here. See, the two cards are echoing each other, but you have been reluctant to do that. And with the Magician, I think that your power to create the next steps, see how similar they are, for this thing to happen, lies in your in this. It lies in that. But the reason you're not feeling that power is because you're stuck in your head. You are stuck in your head. And with the King of Cups in the reverse, you have this working together, creating a masterpiece, creating something beautiful, something collaborative. And maybe right now you're feeling like that's not happening with the King of Cups. Maybe your emotional state is getting in the way of you creating something beautiful. With the Ten of Coins, this happy families, I think that's a constant theme, is your idea of what stability is and beauty, like happiness. Maybe you are hankering after family. Maybe you are a loner and now you're wishing for family. And you get it with the High Priestess. There's something that you might be being guided to some kind of light, knowledge, wisdom, or something that's hidden from you. But something is hidden from you right now about this. And maybe that's related to your need to do the inventory, to do that stock take. And I think your stock take is about looking at where you look at things dramatically. It's almost like as extremes. It's either wonderful or it's terrible. It either works or it doesn't work. And it's not allowing for humanity. It's not allowing for realness. People being people. It's not allowing for vulnerability in a way. Like, very interesting. So maybe you need to do that stock take, and that and your Hermit are your key to unearthing what you need to unearth. I think I'll get a clarifier for that as well. So you get the Four of Wands and the Eight of Cups, and this stability. It's like you are not walking away from something that you consider to be your stability or your instability. Maybe there's something that's unstable, but you're reluctant to walk away from it. Let's see. Group 3. So you get the Judgment card with this matter of this thing of flowing up and down emotions, I think. And you get the Three of Coins. Let me think about that. So I think this inventory is also to do with looking at what is causing this fluctuation of emotions, and who do you want to build with, beloveds, and what is it you want to build. I think that's part of your inventory as well. It's getting clarity on that, because right now I think you don't have clarity. Oh, nice one. You get these powerful major arcana in the center here. Ego, also ego, and not trusting in your inner wisdom. There's something you know, but you are so wrapped up in maybe looking at things in a negative way and seeing yourself as powerless that you're not seeing the wisdom that the High Priestess has to show you. And it's wisdom that is about this Ten of Coins. And then you have this thing, this feeling like there's no love around you, maybe. But you are being called to go within. And that will help you make decisions about what you need to walk away from and what is worth staying with. I'll get one more clarifier for that. There, right? Death. Wow, card of Scorpio. But I think that there's a powerful ending happening here for you. And it might be an ending in your attitude about how you maybe undervalue your power, or where you play ego games with yourself. Or it could be the death of a relationship. It could be the death of something very clear. Death of a job, or some situation ends. But with an ending, there's always a new beginning. But I think that with this, you get clarity. You get the Eight of Swords. Maybe you're going to, in this week ahead, it's about releasing yourself from the traps in your mind. You get the Moon card. And as advice, I think that you need to work with the moon. A new moon should be coming up soon. It's in the sign of Cancer, which is the King of Cups, So maybe you need to be working with the moon cycles. Maybe you can do some moon work. Maybe take note of your dreams, because I think that you might be getting some guidance in your dreams. And wow, look at this, you get the Queen of Cups in the upright. So maybe there's a partnership here, beloveds, that one partner is feeling undervalued. But your advice is to own this Queen of Cups, to allow yourself to be nurturing. Look, she's comfortable being a nurturer. She's happy to offer her cup of love. But she also is centered in her own love for herself. Look at her saluting, So there's something about working with this powerful moon energy, self-love and opening yourself up to love for others, or to something to do with loving. I think that your week ahead is about being loving towards yourself, but also opening yourself up to there's a lot about stability, love here, that you might be shutting yourself off from because you're staying stuck in your head. And you get the Hanged Man. Wow, I love that. And was reversed. You are really being guided to look at this, whatever the situation is, whatever's come up immediately for you, from a different perspective, with new eyes, with loving eyes. Loving eyes doesn't mean you accept shit. Loving eyes means first and foremost for yourself, but also it means that you, when you look at a situation with love, if it requires you to let it go, you're able to do that. And if it requires you to heal something, you are able to do that, because you are simply sending love. So, beloveds, I think your work for the week is around doing like an inventory, a stock take about where you get stuck in your head about stuff, ego, and you see things unclearly. You see only the negative instead of the positive. You see the hurt instead of the lessons. You see where someone fucked up rather than where they are beautiful, for example. You see the dark. You see the shadows. We have to see the shadows. They're important. Instead of the light. You see you're not seeing the sun where the sun is shining. Something like that. I think that your work is about doing that stock take. Part of the work is about really the Hanged Man, looking at something from a different perspective. I think that's your key work. And the other is in your noting your dreams, over the week, going to bed with the intention of listening to your dreams. You can sleep with the hanged man under your pillow, or with this image in your mind. How do I see the situation from a different perspective? What insights have I not looked at? What have I looked at only with what's the opposite of rose-colored glasses? Like you're only seeing the negative. Yeah. And you are being invited to have the soft energy in the week ahead, to do all this with softness, and then open yourself up to whatever wants to come in, this phoenix arising from the ashes, this new lease on life, this new beautiful, powerful, new energy that turns the magician upright. Okay, so group 3, I hope that has helped you, and if it has, please give me your feedback. Please your likes are important. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please share with other like-minded souls. I would love to grow my channel, and I'm trusting you to be my conduit for doing that. If you like my readings, please give me feedback. Also, please listen to my announcements at the beginning. I would love feedback on all of that. I am also doing a sacral chakra healing this week. So I see sacral and solar plexus chakra energy. Maybe part of your journey is about getting in touch with that sacred sexuality within. Okay, beloveds, have a wonderful week ahead. I hope this has helped. Bye. Welcome back, group 4, and you chose the 5 of Cups from the Alchemical Tarot. And this 5 of Cups is quite different from any others because it talks about something breaking in order for something to be free. But you do have it in the reverse, which could just refer to your attitude or your feelings, like you're not seeing this as an ending that is allowing a freedom for you and potentially another person. Okay, 2 wanted to come out there. Beneath the deck, you get the King of Cups, a feeling of depletion, emotional depletion, I think. So something is making you feel sad, very sad. Sorry, King of Cups. And that doesn't matter how, your gender or your sign. But I think you are feeling emotionally painful. And you might be the Emperor showing up here. So the Empress feeling, well, I think you're feeling toppled from your throne. It's so interesting. Group 2 also got that. Like a masculine feeling toppled kind of thing, and a masculine energy. So you might be that masculine energy feeling toppled, and it's because of a Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, a nurturing fire sign, passionate fire sign, or someone who displays those qualities, someone close to you, who you feel is making choices or is pulled in 2 different directions. You have the 7 of Coins there, which is also group 2 got it. I'm reading you second, by the way. Group 2 I read first, and group 2 got that 7 of Coins, but in a different way. And it's in here. It's almost like something is working towards victory. Now, I'm seeing this as you feeling toppled. So there's something that you think is not a victory that might actually be that. And I'm reminded of your card, beloveds. You got the Five of Cups in this particular deck. Normally the Five of Cups speaks about looking at the cups the cups that have spilled and not at the two cups that are standing. In your case, the Five of Cups is something's broken and it's allowing freedom for two people. You see the birds flying free. But maybe you are not seeing that yet. You're not seeing the victory in whatever the situation is. Something that doesn't look like victory is in fact victory. And I'll try to make sure that I read it as both love and general. You've got the nine of swords. Those sleepless nights, fighting off the beasts. You know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking you are, in fact, not even wanting to look at the stuff. So you're sleeping fine. You're letting all the demons. It's like you are burying whatever is going on. You're not looking at it. That's what I'm seeing there. There's this new beginning. At the center of this whole reading, there's this wish for a new beginning, beloveds. So I understand that you want this passionate new beginning, and maybe you want it with this Queen of Wands. Oh, we'll get a clarifier for that just now. But it's not happening. It's almost like something needs to go through its process in order for the rebirth. And interestingly enough, Judgment is sometimes called the card of rebirth. So you need something to take its process. And you know what I think? Something's died, but something's being reborn. And it's under that victory card. This card is normally the card of being patient for your victory. And you have that above the Judgment card. So you need to trust that. You need to trust that whatever's going on, everything is in the right place. Even if it's painful, beloved, sometimes we have to go through pain in order for something new to come in. I see, again, there's a strong masculine energy. You get the King of Wands in reverse. And this poor, sweet king is feeling depleted. The Emperor also represents fire. There's lots of fire. So there's lots of passion around. And love and emotions. So look at the masculine energy here. You get the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Cups. So there's love and passion. But I think that you're feeling maybe deeply wounded by something. And you're turning inward, but in on yourself. And that's the feeling I'm getting, is turning in on yourself, and you shouldn't do that. Like, you can't beat yourself up for something that is not. That is the way it is, So you get the Knight of Wands, you get the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and you get two cards, the Nine of Wands and Justice. You're feeling that something is really, really unfair. This is the Seven of Wands, and there again, group 2 got the Seven of Wands too. So there's a lot of correlations with group 2, even though the readings are very different. But this, in the upright, this talks about being defensive, but I am seeing being defensive. I'm thinking that there's something you feel like has been dog eat dog. Like you maybe offered your love and you feel it's been trampled on. Why, beloveds? You feel it was unfair. Let me just think of the signs I'm seeing here. Aries. I'm seeing Aries and Libra. Might not be that, but I'm seeing a lot of fire, a lot of water. And then there's this air element though. Let's get let me get let me read this way. So there's this I feel, the Emperor, feeling. Okay, what I would say is, Emperor, when the Emperor is reversed, there's a tendency for bullying and for spite and wanting to have power over. So it's possible that you've been deeply hurt in some situation and now you want to retaliate by being spiteful. This also could be that you are dealing with this Emperor energy that is bullying, and you are trying to stave that off, or maybe you don't want to look at the truth of the situation and it's making you feel curled in on yourself. You have the Queen of Wands, fiery, passionate Queen of Wands. Let me see what the Queen wants to say to me. I feel like this Queen of Wands dealt a blow. It could be something like a job that you loved that has ended, or you've been fired or let go, whatever. I don't want to say fired. It could be firing. I mean, firing feels unfair, but it could be let go because there's, like your contract came to an end or whatever. And it could be love. And it's almost like you got bad news, is what I'm feeling, that has made you feel emotionally bereft. Maybe? Yeah, and then here you get this patience, judgment, and you get this dog eat dog and injustice. So something you feel is unjust, beloveds. But I feel like it's a chance for a rebirth for you, or for the situation. Maybe the situation, let's say if it's work, right? You lose a job. It frees you to explore something that you wanted to explore and you couldn't. Maybe setting up, a new business. Maybe another job that you really wanted. But it is a chance for you to also stock take. What do I want? What is good for me? There's your advice, beloveds. There's your advice. Okay. Now, let's get to clarifiers. Wow. I love, group 2 got the King of Cups there, the King of Swords in reverse. Here you have it in the upright. So this Queen of Wands has been honest. So at least you have that, right? Okay, let's look at this. So for the Emperor, you get the Emperor is a 4 and the 4 of Swords is a 4. Whatever's going on, it's taking you inward. It's taking you are being called to go inward, to seek counsel within. The Queen of Wands spoke truths to you maybe it was very blunt, but it was honest. Whatever these truths that have been spoken, it feels to me like they were for your own good. Rather have a truth than be caught in a lie, right? If you've lost a job, the job came to an end, rather earlier and you can seek something else instead of being let go at the last minute. There has been honesty in the situation. And there's this victory, but with it you get the 3 of Coins in reverse. And the 3 of Coins is generally about working on something together. And I understand if this hurts, because it really does hurt, because you were building something. You were building what you thought was a masterpiece, a beautiful triumvirate, or you might have been one of the key partners in a firm or something, and now you've been let go of, or you thought you were going to be a partner, something like that. Or it could be a love, it could be a family, it could be a relationship that you thought you were building something beautiful with. But it does come with that patience card, which tells me either this is, it's for your own good. Everything happens for our good, right? So it could be that it's freeing you to build something somewhere else, or that you can rebuild this, but differently. Like, if it's work and you've been let off, maybe you will have a different type of relationship with them. You start your own thing and then you offer your services to them because they couldn't afford you full-time. They might be able to afford you part-time. Something like that. I love your reading, group 4. With this burying your head in the sand, which is what I saw, you get the High Priestess. So what I feel here, beloveds, here's more advice. It's almost feels to me like you are not going to need advice card. Did I read it all the other way? I did. Hey, okay. So you are being asked to go within. I feel the Judgment card and the High Priestess card are very important. You need to be going within to uncover your own truths. Beloved, something might seem cataclysmic and very painful, but it's helping you, it's taking you. This new beginning that didn't happen, or this ending that happened, is taking you to still waters. Like, let's just say a relationship has been going through a hard time and one person leaves or says some harsh truths. What that does is help you evaluate and take yourself to calmer waters in that relationship or out of that relationship, instead of staying stuck in unhappiness and squabbling or whatever might have been. You get the Judgment card, and with it you get the Knight of Coins. So the Knight of Coins is a slow moving energy, but maybe whatever's happening is happening fast, and maybe that's part of the problem, is that you're feeling maybe it's too fast. So maybe you can let me get another clarifier for that just now. Okay, so you have the World, no, not the World, the Wheel of Fortune here. What I feel like is whatever is happening, I think that one of your an affirmation for you this week can be, everything is in its right place. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, it's upright. Like, what is happening is right for you. I don't want to say meant to be, but that's the feeling beneath. It's okay. It's okay. And with the Knight of Cups there in the reverse, you get it with the Empress. Group 2 also got the Empress. So interesting. So there is this Earth Mother energy. Wow, you get the Emperor in reverse and you get the Empress. You've got like a partnership here. A really good partnership. I think what this is saying is that you need to be doing a lot of nurturing of yourself. So your cup, or the cup was taken away from you, give the cup to yourself. That cup to yourself. I think you need to be doing lots of self-loving acts for you this week. Well, obviously self-loving, but anyway. But there's still this feeling of imbalance. It's almost like you need to accept it and maybe interrogate it. Why do you feel that it's a dog-eat-dog world? Why do you feel so betrayed? And it's so funny, before this I was thinking, that often we don't want to deal with the pain. We don't want to stay in that situation, but sometimes we just need to be in that situation of pain, confront the pain in order to get beyond it. So things feel imbalanced now. That's just the way it is. And there's like a need to just accept that. I think that your your going within is leading you to uncover some kind of inner wisdom for yourself, and that's why everything is in the right place. Trust in the High Priestess within. You know, this High Priestess and Empress energy came up in the Group 2's reading as well, and the way I'm seeing it for you is that it's your key to your High Priestess is in your Empress, is in loving yourself no matter what's going on, is doing that the self-loving acts, and that helps you feel more able to access the divine wisdom in the situation. And then you get these truths told, but these truths told help you move from rocky waters to still waters, and towards this deep inner love and self-care, which you might have thought you were doing, but you haven't even touched the surface. It's like coming into touch with your divine feminine in a very, very deep way. And you know, it's so funny, I'm seeing you as this strongly masculine energy, and maybe that's the part of you that you haven't been able to access. I think that men, you might be a man watching this, but men and masculines, people who identify as masculines, predominantly, you know, like I think we are different in different situations, but I think most of us many of us, should I say, fall predominantly into the one more than the other. And you have been predominantly that. And often we might think that we are in touch with our feminines, but we are so masculine that we can't even see that. And maybe we miss that. We yearn for that Empress within. And that's where your journey is taking you, beloved. It's taking you to that learning how to truly nurture and love yourself instead of giving that love out all the time. I think that that's what the message is for you for this week, or in this situation, that this situation is teaching you truly about self-love. And then in this row, we get the 3 of Coins. So something that you are working hard on building, there's a slow walking away from that. I did say fast, so maybe it is happening too fast for you. So slow it down. Ask for more time. If it's work, ask for more time. If it's a lovership, say, hey, let's relook at this, or let's look at this in another way, or can't we do this, or whatever. I need more time. I can't walk away now, or I feel we still need to work on this. Your partners in business, I value this so much. Can we maybe do things differently? Maybe I'll work, if you know the value of it, I'll work part-time. And I'm not saying that you must displace yourself or subsume yourself. I can't think of the word, like for others. But if this is a trusting space, workspace, you could say, hey, I need to finish this aspect. Can we give it one more month? Something like that. And then I think that you must accept that you might feel out of balance for a while. Okay? And that's just the way it is. Let me see if there's any other advice for you, beloved Group 4. I think that you're going through a hard time, difficult time, whatever's going on. So let's see. I love that you get the Hermit, the card of Virgo. But the Chariot, the card of, well, they say Cancer. Cancer, let's say Cancer. It's not my idea of the Cancer card. And the Knight of Wands. In this deck, the Knight of Wands is standing tall, not rushing in and out. So maybe your advice, well, you also have the Chariot, which is about moving forward swiftly. So advice, go within. Really, there's this going within to find your inner wisdom in the form of the High Priestess, those mysteries. So you're using the Hermit to go within deeply. Be by yourself if you need to be by yourself. Go and do your analysis of the situation. You could do that by journaling. You could speak to someone. You could sit in nature. I think you need to open yourself up to higher wisdom, or even to a cherished friend. Opening yourself up. Be vulnerable, as the Queen, the Empress is vulnerable in her beauty, in her strength, but she's still confident. So open yourself up to wherever you might find wisdom, guidance, healing, and trust that you can steer this ship with grace and with balance, right? It might be imbalanced now, but where there's imbalance, you will work towards balance, right? And this, what I'm getting here is trust in the passion around you, the passion, the beauty around you. I think that you may be part of your being in touch with your Empress is in enjoying nature, in maybe investing in your own creative pursuits. That's part of your healing. Okay, beloved group 4, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that the week is beautiful. I hope that you start on this journey, or maybe you have, of deep inner healing from a situation that might seem quite hurtful. Trusting that there's a plan, there's a divine plan, there's your plan that you might not even know, but you are this, whatever it is, everything is in the right place, and it's taking you to where you need to be. But you do that inner work. Okay, beloveds, I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Please do me a favor and listen to my intro and give me feedback on that. Give me feedback in the comments below about how this sat with you, or if you want to SMS me, that's also okay. Message me, whatever. What else? If you, give me feedback on my announcements, my questions. Give me feedback on this. Please if this has helped you in some way. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please share with other like-minded souls. I really want to grow my channel, and I'm relying on you to help me do that. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Bye.